Okay. These machines you're not going to use by yourself. Okay. First of all, they are very delicate, and either Chris or myself, we can help you with this machine. I don't want you guys to be using it. We can adjust the buttonhole. I think is as little as 1/4 of an inch up to 1 1/4 inches. I found that 1 1/4 inches, it tends to break the thread because it's too long, but we'll see. When you take level 3 and you're gonna do a blazer, we're gonna have at least one buttonhole there, unless you guys want to learn how to make buttonholes with the same fabric, which is called a bound buttonhole, okay, which is very pretty. And we can try it and test it, and you guys can learn it. So there are different brands. This is the Yuki. There is another brand that is called Reese, that it actually uses one single thread. But this machine actually requires you to have a bobbin, okay? So it has a bobbin, just like you do on your regular machines. But it has these really weird, flat, skinny bobbins, okay? So I'm gonna use a new bobbin because I know that some of you guys have pink thread, so maybe we don't have to redo bobbins. And I'm not gonna do a lot because you don't have a lot of thread and you have only a few buttonholes to do, okay? So what I want you guys, when you use this machine, never pull the whole thread out. You're gonna do the same thing that we've done with the overlock machine, where you cut it here, we tie it, and we pull it, okay? So your bobbin, well, this one has white. Let me use a new one. Okay, your bobbin goes right here, and you wind it from the bottom up. We just had the exorcist discussion. So it is really important that you wind it properly. So I'm gonna go several times to go around. And the interesting thing about this machine is that it's very loud, okay? And it constantly has the motor going around. So if I flip this button, can you see it? It starts winding the bobbin. And it will wind for the rest of its life until I turned it off. Okay? So I'm gonna do a little bit. Considering that you have, 8 buttonholes? Yeah. Right? And I'm gonna test a few. That probably should be enough. So I'm going to cut the thread, and now I'm going to get the bobbin on the bobbin case. So to thread the machine, and this is the only way that you guys are going to do it, you cut your thread long here, and you tie it like a lasso. Okay, not like a shoelace, like a lasso. So get the 2 threads, make a circle, and go through it. If you don't do it this way, when you pull, it's going to come apart. It slides away. So I can cut a little bit of the extra. Okay, and I'm going to come in here, and I'm going to thread the needle. I'm going to pull it all. I'm going to cut because I don't want to break the needle. I'm going to pull it all until I get the knot of her green thread. And here is the weird part. You know how usually we are threading from the front to the back or from the left to the right? This one is from the back to the front. Okay? Not to confuse you. So By the way, these machines usually have a blade that it will cut your buttonhole open for safety reasons. Not that I don't trust you. We have removed the blade, okay? So you don't have that issue. I like you guys with 10 fingers. So the thread goes from the back to the front, okay? So, bobbin case. Bobbin from the left side, this is the opposite to the Exorcist, okay? Instead of having your thread going away from you, this one comes towards you. We're gonna put it in, we're gonna latch it in and go out. See that there is this little latch right here? It's gonna be horizontal, okay? So if I put it horizontal, you're gonna hear the click, right? You don't need to pull the thread from the bottom up. You just put it in, that's all you have to do. So we're gonna test it, okay? All right, you guys remember that in your overlock machine, the right foot lifts the foot and the left makes it work? This one is the opposite. The left lifts the foot, okay? The right is the one that makes it start. If you get stuck and your thread breaks in the middle of a buttonhole, you need to use this lever so you can continue do the whole row of the buttonhole at once before you start it again, okay? So I'm gonna test it. My left foot, I lift it up. You're gonna place your shirt from the beginning to the back. So remember we marked the buttons here from this point. We're gonna put the hem of the shirt here and the front of it because it starts from there and it goes down. Does that make sense? So we're gonna place it like this. Once it's down, we're gonna just press and release the foot. And it cuts the thread when it's done. So now I lift it up and I have the buttonhole. It didn't do the beginning. Let's try again. Make sure that it's working out. So now it broke the thread. See, I told you it's a little delicate, and that's why I want you guys to do it with us, that we can help you with this. It's not your thread, it's the machine. It's not the tension. I don't want you guys to touch any of those things. Okay? And I feel comfortable of doing it while the machine is on. Otherwise, I would tell you to turn the machine off if you had the blade to thread it. Okay? But make sure you have no foot on your on the pedals. So by mistake, you don't make a buttonhole on your finger. Pretty? Okay. So your button should be a little bit smaller than your buttonhole. See that the bar tags at the ends? You can see it. When you're going to open this buttonhole, I do not recommend you to use a seam ripper. I've seen a lot of people that they do this and then all of a sudden it rips through the whole shirt. Okay? So this is the trick. You fold it in half. You snip in the center, and then you insert your scissors and you do it from the center out and turn it over from the center out. You do not cut the thread on the bar tag because then the buttonhole will come off. So let's just test it. Magic. Okay? So I'm gonna let you test one more buttonhole, and then you can start making your button.